Buenos dias, amigos. Today we are talking about bubbles, and we are also talking about rainbows. I hope you're having a fabulous week. Let's get our day started. Buenos dias, amigos. Mwah. Besos, abrazos. Yay. Today is actually Miss Angie's birthday. I don't know if you guys know Miss Angie, but if you do, she's fabulous. And if you have a way to say happy birthday to her, definitely say happy birthday to her. All right, let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let's say our prayer. So I think I'm going to steeple today. All right. God, thank you for this day. Thank you for our wonderful weather we've been having. I thank you so much for rainbows and bubbles and glitter and everything sparkly and shiny and colorful in this world. I pray that everyone is doing well and that we'll all get to see each other soon. Amen. All right, so let's start with our letter. I'm gonna do the letter Z in the dog book. Are you guys ready? I've already got it ready to set it up. All right, this is the last letter in the alphabet, and the dog's name is Zipper. Zipper, look at him. He's so cute. All right, let me read the poem. Racing through the kitchen, running round the chair, chase the ball down the hall, zipping everywhere. Faster than a Mustang, faster than a train. Zip, he's here. Zip, he's there. Zipper is his name. And that's the last letter in the alphabet book about dogs. Name that dog. All right, let's do a Spanish lesson, and then I'm going to read you a book. We need to go over the colors. We need to go over the colors because obviously we have the rainbow, okay? So I am going to hold up something rainbowy and go over the colors with you, okay? Right, look at this. Do you guys remember these? My cool markers and stamps that are scented. Oh, rainbow. And my daughter actually organized these so rainbowy for me. Red is rojo. Orange is anaranjado. Yellow is amarillo. Green is verde. Blue is azul. Look at all these cool blue colors. Purple is morado. Pink is rosado. And then we have negro and café and gris. And white is blanco. We don't have a marker for that, obviously. And we do have an empty marker. I don't know where it went. It's somewhere in our classroom. Maybe we'll find it. Okay, so I've been doing lots of rainbowy things recently and loving them. So a rainbow in Spanish is a really cool word. And I'm going to show it to you in sign language too while I say it in Spanish. You guys ready? It looks like this in sign language. But in Spanish, it's arco iris. Arco iris. All right, let's do another Spanish lesson in our book. En la cocina. En la cocina. En la cocina is in the kitchen. So take a minute and look at all the illustrations in the kitchen. Aren't they cool? All right, the first thing that we're going to look for in the kitchen, en la cocina, is el pan. El pan is bread. El pan is bread. Let's see, where is el pan? Do you guys see it? There's some el pan, or pan. Do we see any more? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está el pan? I see it there. Oh, I see another one. Right here. Here it is. All right, the next thing is la leche. La leche is the milk. All right, let's look for la leche. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está la leche? Let's see where. This is a fun book because you get to look for stuff. Oh, I see it. It's in the refrigerator. Do you see la leche? All right, the next one is los huevos. Los huevos. Look at that really cool egg cup too. I was talking about those to my daughter this week. Los huevos is egg. ¿Dónde está los huevos? Ooh, right there. Los huevos. That one broke on the countertop. Eggs will make a huge mess on your countertop if you don't clean them up quickly. The next thing is la manzana. La manzana. The apple. ¿Dónde está la manzana? Where is it? I see it. There it is. La manzana. La naranja. La naranja. That is an orange. La naranja. ¿Dónde está? There it is. La naranja. Okay, and the last one is el plátano. El plátano, the banana. ¿Dónde está el plátano? I think it's in the fruit bowl. There it is. All right. En la cocina. The kitchen. Okay, so now I'm going to read to you one of my most favorite books in the whole wide world. And it is a really cool color. Purple. Morado. Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson. This book is amazing, and I've been inspired by it all week long. It does not have a pattern page in it. Let's look on the back to see if it has anything. No, it doesn't. Harold and the Purple Crayon. See? One evening, after thinking it over for some time, Harold decided to go for a walk in the moonlight. There's Harold. There wasn't any moon, and Harold needed a moon for a walk in the moonlight. And he needed something to walk on. Look, so he drew a little moon. And now he's drawing something to walk on. He made a long, straight path so he wouldn't get lost. And he set off on his walk, taking his big purple crayon with him. But he didn't seem to be getting anywhere on the long, straight path. So he left the path for a shortcut across a field, and the moon went with him. La luna. The shortcut led right to where Harold thought a forest ought to be. He didn't want to get lost in the woods, so he made a very small forest with just one tree in it. It turned out to be an apple tree. The apples would be very tasty, Harold thought, when they got red. So he put a frightening dragon under the tree to guard the apples. It was a terribly frightening dragon. It even frightened Harold. He backed away. His hand holding the purple crayon shook. Suddenly, he realized what was happening. But by then, Harold was over his head in an ocean. He came up thinking fast. And in no time, he was climbing aboard a trim little boat. He quickly set sail. And the moon sailed along with him. And after he sailed long enough, Harold made land without much trouble. He stepped ashore on the beach, wondering where he was. Where's Harold? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está Harold? The sandy beach reminded Harold of picnics, and the thought of picnics made him hungry. So he laid out a nice, simple picnic lunch. was nothing but pie. But there was all 9 kinds of pie that Harold liked best. Ooh, I love pie. I could definitely think of 9 types of pie that I would like. Peach pie, chocolate pie. Ooh, I could go on. When Harold finished his picnic, there was quite a lot left. He hated to see so much delicious pie go to waste. So, Harold left a very hungry moose and a deserving porcupine to finish it up. And off he went looking for a hill to climb to see where he was. Harold knew that the higher up he went, the farther he could see, so he decided to make the hill into a mountain. If he went high enough, he thought, he could see the window of his bedroom. He was tired, and he felt he ought to be getting to bed. He hoped he could see his bedroom window from the top of the mountain. But as he looked down over the other side, he slipped, and there wasn't any other side of the mountain. He was falling in thin air. But luckily, he kept his wits and his purple crayon. He made a balloon, and he grabbed on it. Look at that. And he made a basket under the balloon big enough to stand in. He had a fine view from the balloon, but he couldn't see his window. He couldn't even see a house. So he made a house with windows. And he landed the balloon on the grass in the front yard. None of the windows was his window. He tried to think where his window ought to be. He made some more windows. He made a big building full of windows. He made lots of buildings full of windows. He made a whole city full of windows. But none of the windows was his window. He couldn't think where it might be. He decided to ask a policeman. The policeman pointed the way. Harold was going anyway, but Harold thanked him. The policeman. And he walked along with the moon, wishing he was in his room and in bed. Then suddenly Harold remembered. He remembered where his bedroom window was when there was a moon. It was always right around the moon. And then Harold made his bed. He got in it and he drew up the covers. The purple crayon dropped on the floor and Harold dropped off to sleep. The end. That was Harold and the Purple Crayon by Crockett Johnson. Purple morado. Look, he has a little azul outfit on too. So, I've been going around my house looking for things that are rainbowy. Now, I made a rainbow out of a coffee filter, but I used some water. I dipped it in water just to check it out to see what would happen. So this is what happened. I think I'm gonna make another one. Coffee filters, if you fold them in half, so they're round, and if you fold them in half, they make a perfect arch like this, arco iris. They make a perfect arch. So then you can take it's really simple. You can take your colors and just draw red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then violet. And you have an amazing rainbow. Another thing that I found, I have these really cool artist cards. So I pulled out 3 of them to show you guys. This one's called Portrait of Dora Maar. And I pulled it out because it's very colorful. It's super rainbowy, isn't it? Pablo Picasso painted this in 1937. That was a long time ago. Pablo Picasso once said, "All children are artists. The problem is how to remain an artist once we grow up." And I know that you guys are all artists. This one is called Yellow, Red, and Blue. And Vasily Kandinsky painted this in 1925. Kandinsky said that when he painted, he heard music in his head. When he listened to music, he imagined that each note had a different color. And this one is really hard to pronounce, but I just thought it was super beautiful because of all the colors. Nifea Faipoipo. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be saying that completely wrong. And translated, that's "When are you getting married?" Gauguin painted this in 1892 in a place called Tahiti, where it's beautiful. Gauguin often painted using bright colors from his imagination. He said that he shut his eyes in order to see. And I know that I've said to the pigeons all the time, if you want to draw something, close your eyes and it will come to you. I do this all the time when I'm drawing or painting. Because when you paint or draw, you can choose whatever colors you want. They don't have to look like the real world. Or they can. It's up to you. So those are rainbows. Yeah. And I'm going to leave you with a song that Kermit the Frog sings. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. I miss you guys. I love you. Hasta luego.